Hi, this is Chippy from UMPCportal.com. I've got the Samsung Q1EX with me now. This is the third design in the range of Samsung Q1 UMPCs. We had the, I've got them here actually, the very first edition based on Intel and then subsequently a VIA platform. Then we had the second design, which was the Q1 Ultra, which had the split keyboard. Well, this is the third design. This is a cut down version, so going back to very pure 7-inch tablet UMPC style, based on a VIA Nano platform. So this is the first time I've had a chance to test the VIA Nano platform, 1.2 gigahertz Nano CPU. So let's dive into this, and then we'll give you a look round and a quick overview of the Samsung Q1EX. Okay, so let's take a look in here. This is a demo device that's been around a few places. Let's get the Q1EX out. We've got a case there. So a quick look at the packaging. USB transfer cable, the 4-cell battery, power, set of discs and recovery discs. So nothing too exciting in the accessory pack. Let's have a quick look at the Q1EX, and then we'll try and switch it on and go around, boot the device up and have a quick look at it. So, as I said, very back to basics 7-inch tablet design, 1024 by 600 screen. Looking quite nice in terms of design. They've used very much the same ID as the Q1U, but obviously the keyboards aren't there on the right hand side. You've got some indicator lights up the top here. So on the right hand side, we flip that round, you can see there's a couple of USB ports here, power, and then this is the lock button. Looks like there's a speaker port down the bottom there as well. May actually be a fan, because if I look on the top right here, looks like there's a speaker grill there. On the other side, we've got a couple of interesting things. We've actually got a menu scroll button, which could be interesting to use. I've never actually seen a scroll menu button on the on a UMPC before. Then we've got a hold and a power. On the top we've got SD slot and a headphone port, and on the back we've got a 1.3 megapixel webcam. Looks like the battery pack is the same as the Q1 Ultra. I will double check that because I've got the Q1 Ultra here. And the SIM card slot, which is was there on the Q1 Ultra, is blocked off on this. So obviously they are planning to have a 3G version of this. It's extremely light. Of course, I haven't got the battery in it at the moment, but I can tell from the comparisons with the Q1 Ultra without the battery that this is actually pretty light. Just looking around the device, see if there's evidence of anything else. Docking port connector. This is interesting because none of the Q1s have ever had a real docking port available to them. They've had a USB enabled docking port. This does look like a real docking port, so this could be an interesting grab and go desktop PC. But let's just pop the battery and see if we can boot it up and get an idea of how this is going to perform. Okay, we've got the battery in that. I've also just confirmed that this battery does not fit into the Q1 Ultra, so it is a brand new battery design that they've got on this, which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. So while I'm booting that up, this has got the 1.2 gigahertz VIA Nano in it. It's 2 gigabytes of RAM, which could be pretty useful for some productivity applications. It's running Windows XP Tablet Edition, 60 gig drive, and the battery is about a 30 watt-hour battery. We're expecting something between 2.5 and 4 hours on that, but we'll test it. And it weighs 650 grams, so even with the battery on, it's extremely light UMPC. Looks like it's exactly the same screen as on the Q1 Ultras, which is a good thing because it's one of the best quality screens I've seen on a UMPC. Seems to be booting up fairly quickly as well. I've noticed there's a single mic hole at the top here, so it doesn't look like it's an array mic like on the Q1 Ultra. Yep, looking like exactly the same as screen as the Q1 Ultra, and seems to be fairly quick as well. Many of you will have seen XP Tablet Edition on a UMPC before, so there's probably no need to go over XP Tablet Edition. Let's just see if there's any special software installed. There's the eGalax Touch drivers, Cyberlink, UCAM, and of course this is running the VX800, I believe, chipset. Maybe I can quickly go to the hardware properties just to check that, because the VX800 chipset is the... No, I'm going to have to double check on that, because I think this might even have the 8500 chipset, but I'll have a look at that. Later. So, looking quite interesting as a traditional tablet PC. It's a light touchscreen though, and there's going to be, he says, interestingly, it doesn't look like there's too much in the way of... Oh, there we go, there's the feature. I am actually able to do handwriting on this with my palm on the screen, but it's a very light touch screen. So this is interesting, because this now becomes a tablet you could use for natural input. So it's going to be very difficult for me to demo this on the screen, but with my palm here I can grab hold, and it's going to be very difficult for you to see that. But let me just see if I can do it again. Got my palm on the screen and I'm moving the window around. Here's the device in tablet mode. This got a nice menu system on it, which allows you to adjust a lot of things just by scrolling the button on the bottom here. Well, would be on the side if you had it this way. Actually makes it very easy to access some of the nice features of the device in both portrait and landscape mode. So nice feature that. I'm going to test to see if that works on. So yep, it works on selecting menu items as well. So that makes a lot of difference. That's really good. So that's the Q1EX. Quick look around the device and overview for you. Could have some interesting touchscreen applications. We'll have to do some more testing on that palm resistance, but it's looking like there's definitely something built in there. Nice screen, good small form factor, very lightweight, and a good price. Definitely aimed at sort of traditional tablet PC users more than sort of the consumer type users. Really liking this side scroll bar as well. Oh, I did find the stylus. Let me just quickly show you the stylus. Goes into the handle there. So there's a stylus on board there. And I also tested SDHC support on the SD card. So looking good. We'll do some testing for the battery life, for the performance. Expecting some reasonable things from the VIA Nano CPU. This has been on for about 10 or 15 minutes while I've been doing this video, and there's no heat build up at all on the device, and a very small amount of noise from the disc, but no fan noise at the moment. So we'll leave it there. This has been Steve Chippy from UMPCportal.com with the Samsung Q1EX on the VIA platform. Thanks to VIA for sending that one over.